Imagine being a younger sister that has to convince her older sister to love her own man. Yes. Her own, not your man, not any, her own boyfriend, you have to tell her to love him. How? Make it make sense. So basically, Michael Dappah in this one is in a relationship with Prisma, who's the lady all the way to the right, but he's down on his luck financially. And basically, because of that, she's no longer in love with him. She's like, listen, he is just a placeholder right now until I find something better because a broke man is something I cannot do. It's giving like, did she ever love this guy or not? So basically, Miwa graduates from, I think, college or NYSC, gets a job and needs a place to stay. So she basically comes to stay with them and can see the dynamic of how her sister is treating him. And she's like, yo, sis, it's not right. Like, this guy is a good guy. He treats you well. He literally worships the ground that you walk on. Like, you need to do better. Prisma's like, yeah, no, like love letters and songs don't pay bills. Like she's of that type of mindset. Like if it's not money, I'm not interested. So on one hand, she's over Miwa, the lady in the middle, is trying to convince her sister like, yo, treat him better. He's a good guy. And then on the other side, the actual person in the relationship is fighting to get out. So like what ends up happening? Does she eventually leave Dappah and how does that all play out? Or maybe she like changes her mind and she, eventually does fall back in love with her boyfriend. Like, how does it all play out? Watch and find out. But yeah, I would say watch this movie if you're a fan of these actors. Like, if you just love you some Dappah no matter what, or Miwa or Prisma, then go ahead and watch the film. It wasn't a bad watch, but it's just not something spectacular. It's like, not very original, a little bit predictable, especially as you start to watch the film. But I mean, it was still a decent watch. It wasn't bad. I'd probably give the movie like a B. Like, I think you could still enjoy it if you watch it. It's just not a run and must watch. So maybe like, in the background when you're doing something else. Or like I said, if you just really like these actors, then you'd enjoy it because they still had it, it was still a good performance. It's just that the story wasn't out of this world by any means. But yeah, other than that, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah.